Hey there, thanks for tuning in. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use my artistic outliner. First of all, put all your objects that you want to use for outliner into one group. As you can see, I have already done this. There are two ways how to put the outliner into the Blender. First way is to append it. To add the downloaded file to your project, simply go to File, Append, and select Object. Then click on Append, and an object with geometry nodes that creates an outliner will appear in the collection. You have to move it out of the group of the object you want to have outlines. The second way is to add outliner to your asset library. If you are not sure where your asset library is located, you can find it by going to Edit, Preferences, File Path, and scrolling down to find out where your library is located. Then open the Asset Library folder and just copy the file there. After that, you can easily drag and drop the file into your scene. Just like that. To make sure the geometry node works correctly, it's important to set the location to 0 on all axes. That's it for the installation process. Now let's take a look at the outline functions. To start, click on the artistic outliner object and go to its modifier properties. To see what's going on, switch to camera view. There, select the collection that contains your object and the camera you are using in your scene. You'll notice that outlines appear immediately. But outlines aren't everywhere. That's because different quality of the geometry. As you can see, in low poly models, outlines may not be visible. This happens when the geometry nodes lack sufficient information to generate outlines. This problem will solve precision and precision low poly values. You can add geometry using these values. Precision low poly adds geometry only to very long edges, while the precision values improves the entire scene. But be careful. These values can have a significant impact on performance, especially in large scenes. Now for the simple ones. Outline thickness controls the thickness of the lines, and edge line thickness controls the thickness of the inner angle based lines. Next is line shape. This changes the appearance of the line from uniform to more drawn-like with sharp ends. The angle values let you set the angle at which the lines start to appear. Here you can check or uncheck which lines you want to use or whether you want to use rounded line ends. Noise adds noise to lines, and noise seed changes the seed of the noise. This is useful for animation, for example. Next are two boxes where you can change the outline material to whatever you like. Line subdivision is useful for smoothing out the blocky edges of the lines, but again, it costs some performance. And smooth lines make the corners of the lines smoother. Camera focal length and camera sensor width are just technical settings that helps this geometry node setup to work properly. Set them to the same values as your camera. Resample curve value I'll show you later. Now go to the Material tab. Now comes the fun part. Here you can change the appearance of your lines to suit your taste. The first value changes the number of lines. Use only whole numbers. Threshold makes the line dashed, and length sets the length of the dashes. Here comes the useful resample curve value. This unifies the geometry so that all the strokes have the same length, but geometry can be less precise on the sharp edges. Edge smoothing and subtract smooth can be used to smooth the edges of dashed lines. Edge smoothing smooths whole line and subtract smooth only the corners. With the right combination, you can also achieve dots. Constant and smooth changes the line time from constant to smooth. The softness setting defines how the gradient will look. You can also add noise to achieve more drawing-like visual. And noise threshold will change intensity of noise in the middle of lines, so it can become noisy not just on the edges, but whole. And last but not least, you can change color of the lines. When you change shader output from procedural to textured, you can, in the outliner group, use any image texture to fill lines. But you have to change length value as for dashed lines. Resampling curve is also recommended. This is end of this video. I hope it shows you everything important about this product. Have a nice day. Bye!